everybody, it's me, Tokkuri Yashi, and today we're looking at the 6-star ascensions for the OG ReZero characters. They are all featuring in the return of the OG ReZero event, which is here till the 24th. In this event, you can grind out the Ram, pink-haired Ram here on the screen, as a free-to-play character, and also if we look into the medal gotcha here, we can see on laps 1, laps 2 and laps 3 here, you can get the very hard shards to 6-star these characters if you do have them, so there's no need to be grinding out. We're not going to have to grind out very hard shards in the very hard mode on the main story. So this is where you get Ram. If you don't have Emila and Rem, then if we go over to the gotcha, we will see that they also have a returning banner here, which is here till the 25th. Now on this banner we have not got masterpieces, which, well, it's a returning character, so we would not expect that. And you can get prize. It's a prize gotcha, as you can see here. We can get shards for whichever character you choose. So let's jump in and have a look at the skills of these characters. Is it worth summoning for them? What do their 6 stars do? What have they been given? So well, let's jump in here, and first we will have a look at, we can get it to level up, Rem here, who is a water character. She's on that water element, and this is before her 6-star. Maybe we should do Union Burst last, because that is what's going to change with the 6-star. Skill 1 here deals moderate physical damage to an enemy directly in front, and it inflicts a freeze, which is a bit like a stun really. It stops them from doing anything at all. Skill 2 recovers the hit points of an ally with the lowest hit points by a moderate amount. And then we'll move over to Union Base. Now before the 6-star, it would deal large physical damage to enemies in range. It was enemies in range. Physical damage increases for enemies that are unable to move. Now with the 6-star ascension, if we jump over here, we will see that none of that what she had before had changed, but she has been given a new effect. Well, actually it did change very slightly. It went from within an 800 range to all enemies. Now all enemies will be hit by her attack instead of people within range, even though the range was quite large before. And she has had added this extra addition here to an extra attack which deals large physical damage to all enemies within an area centered on the furthest enemy. Now this is 3.6 times physical attack, which is how it would be if the enemies were unable to move, which means they were stunned. The same damage for that, but it's only a 50 range around the furthest enemy. Not great, but it does pair very well with the Ram. If you put the Ram in the same team as well, we will see how that does that when we have a look at Ram. Maybe we should look at Ram next, even though she is the free-to-play character. So let's go back over here then, and let's go and have a look at Ram and see how she pairs up with Rem here. Rem is a PvP unit. What you can see here, definitely a PvP unit. Probably will not be using any other mode other than PvP. Probably won't be returning again. So if you're a big fan or you want the exclusivity, then you might be a choice to summon for. Other than that, I don't think that Rem is going to be meta relevant. So if you're not a big fan, you don't care about missing out on a character you probably won't ever get again, then she is a big skip. So I did say she works very well here with Ram. So let's have a look at what Ram does. So Ram here, as you can see on it, we'll do Union Base last again because that has changed with her 6-star. So she, on her skill 1, if the enemy directly in front of you is unable to move, is stunned, he will deal large magic damage and knock all the enemies back a large distance. If not, they will deal immediate magical damage and knock them all back a small distance. So this is where she helps. The Ram helps with the Rem, will knock everybody back, right to the back, and then that additional attack that Rem has got on her Union base now with a 6-star will be able to hit more of the opponent's characters in the PvP battle. So let's look at her skill 2 here, which inflicts a special stun on the enemy with the highest physical attack, causing their next physical attack to miss. Stunning character here. All the damage for Rem and Ram, it seems to do more damage if the opponents are stunned, which is why they have good synergy together. So let's have a look at her Union base. Before she got a 6-star, it just dealt moderate magical damage to all enemies and inflicts a blind with her 6-star. If we go over here, with her 6-star, you can see here that she has been given a knockback on this skill, which knocks back 750 range. She's also been given a little bit extra longer on this bind here. It's gone from 4 seconds to 5 seconds. Their AoE magical damage, there's a magical damage to all enemies here, has gone up from about 1 times to 1.8 times magical attack, so a little bit more extra damage on here. But this will work very well with the Ram, and the Rem will work very well together. As you can see here, they are both supposed to be worked on a PvP team. The Ram here is, as you can see, a wind magical character, and as Kasparov has shown me, they do have a joint win screen if you do have them both on the same team, which is rather quite cute. So that is the Rem and the Ram. So now let's go over and have a look at Emila. So here we have Emila. We'll have a look at her skill 1 and skill 2 again first. As we can see, she is on the fire team, a fire magical character. Now her skill 1 here deals moderate magical damage to an enemy directly in front, and also boosts her own magical attack by a moderate amount. Her skill 2 deals small damage to a random enemy in range 4 times, so she may have some kind of attack capabilities here, a slight bit of a DPS character potentially. Let's go and have a look at her Union burst here. This is before she gets her 6-star. It recovers the hit points of the ally with the lowest hit points and massively, by a massive amount, and moderately boosts the physical and magical defense of all allies. So if we jump across here, then we'll have a look what she gets on this Union burst with her 6-star. We will see here that she now also greatly increases magical attack power of all allies. The increase to the physical and magical defense has been increased very slightly from 0.9 to 1.1 times her level. She now also grants continuous hit point recovery and puts up a physical and magical nullification barrier. This is pretty good, very similar to Ameth in this Union burst. After using this Union burst for the first time, she gets Bouquet of Passion, which changes her attack pattern. As you can see there at the bottom there, she has 2 attack patterns. When she is in this second attack pattern, it doesn't look like it is really any different. The order that the skills she does, it just means that her normal attacks will do a bit more damage. The damage modification has been increased to 3.6 times her magical attack. And finally, she becomes enhanced. She has enhanced normal attacks from that. So there we go. That is what the Emila can do with her 6-star. I think she does look like the best of the bunch. Rem and Ram are both definitely PvP characters. If you're going to use any of these characters outside of PvP, the most likely for that is going to be this Emila. If they becomes better characters for the fire magical team so that we can actually run one, we're still lacking some key characters for a fire magical team. So if you're going to summon for a RE0 character at the moment, you can only do one banner. I think the Echidna banner is probably the better one to summon on if you can only go for one. Maybe you can tell me in the comments, all you RE0 fans, do they call her Echidna in the dub, the English dub, or is she just Echidna. Do they call it Echidna? Or is it Echidna? I don't know. Anyway, I think she definitely looks like a much better character than any of these 6 stars, even though the Dark Magic team is very good and she might struggle to find a place on the team. So, let me know if you are summoning for these ReZero returning OG characters, what you think of them. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck to you for your summons, and I will see you all again for another video. Bye 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 bye. Hey.